anyone but train myself to overlook that. I never had the love of a mother.
Yeah.
It must be a beautiful thing. How does it feel to have the love of a mother?
It's great.
It's a love that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Only with the mother.
Mhm.
And I came up here, about 18, not over 20, and started working at the nightclub.
The nightclub? Uh-oh, now. You wasn't stripping, were you?
No! I was waiting. No. I was a waiter. I worked there over the weekend. You heard of us speak of Vi.
Who?
Vi. That was... everybody thought we were sisters, but anyhow...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyhow, she and I used to work at nightclubs, so we got tired of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on down to Quartermasters, and I stayed there 13 years. And came back. I have to think. But anyway, I'm skipping over some. Worked there 13 years. And I would have stayed there and retired from there. But it was so far to after we moved out here, it was too far to travel all the way down. As far as you could go on Broad Street.
Oh, yeah.
The Quartermasters was there. And then after I resigned from there, the money I got from there, we bought this ground. And we built. We didn't have anything to build with. And they told us if we didn't have the money by the next day, they would take possession of it again. And Bob and I looked at each other. And so I had a friend, and he loaned us his money. And we paid it back.
I know Grandpa paid back every dime of that money.
But that's a bad feeling. Here the house sit all built, and we don't have money to move in. And not allowed to move in. We didn't get that $500. And that guy, he didn't think nothing of it. He just gave it to me just like that. But I paid him back. And there wasn't no time to be jealous. A time like that. So, and he and Bobby became friends after that.
Yeah, that's a hard thing, but when you want to put a roof over your family head, you do what you got to do.
You do what you have to do. But you're going to go through some hard times. I tell you. And
so what?
I never had no trouble with women, I tell you that.
Yeah.
That's why I get stuck with him. Because he wasn't he was all right, but he didn't care too much for work. But he worked. You know how many payments I paid on this house? 25 years? None. Not even one payment. He'd get out there and shovel snow. If it was getting due, he'd shovel snow. Do anything to make that payment. After he made that payment, he wasn't worried about till the next one come.
Yeah.
Me and Roberta have a lot of fun, but one day she said, "Here come Dad." I said, "Yeah, I see him." He sit right down on the steps, and we had said, he's gonna pull off his shoes. He's going to start complaining, and he's not going back on that job. Just as we said, just as he did. And I was always older. I was 9 years older than my husband.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any difference because here I am and it didn't make any difference. I never had any trouble with that.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about how your experience during World War One and Two.
Well, name the name of the wars.
World War One was the war. World War One and Two, they were both over Germany with the Holocaust, the Jewish Holocaust, and they killed all the millions of Jews.
Well, as far as I was concerned, I turned my deaf ear to it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was going on, and I knew people were losing their life, but I didn't want to think of it.
You was trying to live your life here.
Huh?
You was trying not to lose your life here.
Yeah.
How did you deal with racism back then?
I never went to march with the people, but I would just read the papers. And I never took anything serious.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing do I take serious. If it so happens, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
don't
the
worry.
only thing I worried about, you see Alvin come here. He went overseas,
Mm-hmm.
and I was worried about him. Like you, I knew when he was a baby, and all, and I worried that something would happen to him, and nothing happened. He came back. There was it.
Yeah, man, to that.
But he signed up to go himself. They didn't call him.
What's some of the most memorable times in your life?
Times in my life.
What's the most memorable ones? I know you had a lot.
Yeah. Going to Cuba.
Oh, yeah.
Going to Cuba. I'll tell you what happened there. We got down to where we had to go over in a plane. And we got there. I was hungry. And sit there at the bar. Why can't I get waited on? They wasn't waiting on black people. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
And the plane came and we went over into Cuba, where they grow corn and all of that. It was just like any other place. When you go to the bar, they put the bottle on the table and you drink as much of it as you want. And then you pay for what you drink,
Oh,
what
really?
you think you drink.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, I wouldn't mind drinking. But at the hotel I went to, it was dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, bed clothes.
Couldn't drink the water down there, huh?
Yeah. Well,
You like you need a nap, man.
huh?
So you tired. You tired?
Tonight,
I said, are you tired?
now,
Mm-hmm.
not especially so. I'm rested since y'all come. I would have been picked up them things laying around the room and put on my pajamas.
Oh.
But I'm glad y'all came, because maybe I'm walking better. I was walking with a walker. Sunday, I took my walk over to church. I wasn't taking no chances of falling down. And I got to get a cane.
A cane?
The doctor gave punking a prescription for me to get a cane, but she hasn't got it yet. I'm going to ask